Alright guys, it's Chatterbox Reviews coming at you guys with episode 1 of season 2 of Let's Talk Television. Today's episode, we'll be going over the summer TV schedule for the upcoming summer season starting soon. Then we'll talk a little bit about the Terror getting renewed, some announcements, in that. And then also Roseanne spin-off The Connors. So some big news here, and then I'll highlight some of my favorite episode and then my favorite performance from this week in television. And then, of course, with a question and answer segment at the end. All right. So we're here with episode 1 of season 2 of Let's Talk Television. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited. We are here with the live stream here. I hope the intro bit is going to be a little bit smoother as we get going here. This is just the first time I've kind of trying a new thing, right? Trying new things here with season 2 of Let's Talk Television. So we are here talk about the summer TV schedule, or in specific my summer TV schedule, my kind of lineup that I have, shows I'm looking forward to, and also talk briefly about my expectations for what the summer TV schedule is going to have for fans of each of these shows, and maybe if you're not a fan, maybe your shows that you're watching, stuff like that. So for sure, and at any time throughout the live episode here, please leave your comments, questions, as we go along, and between segments when I get a break here, then I'll be answering them as well. So yeah, so we're here with Let's Talk Television season 2. I'm just gonna briefly talk about this a little bit because I haven't really talked about it yet. Okay, so. Okay, things are looking good here with this. Okay, I just want to make sure the whole live stream and everything is going good with this. So, anyways, okay, so Let's Talk Television season 2. So, I kind of got this idea that I'm going to switch or kind of change up Let's Talk Television a little bit. So basically the first season, it was 12 episodes, right? And I didn't really call it a season 1 at that time, but now I'm kind of categorizing that as season 1. So I've decided now that what I'm going to do is have a week in between seasons. So for season 1, I have 12 episodes, a week off, which is last week. I took a week off, and then this week I start again with season 2. So we're going to have 12 episode seasons here, and we're going to have 4 seasons a year, and they correspond with the seasons of television, right? So this one's going to be the summer TV season of Let's Talk Television, then the next one will be fall, and so on, right? So the last one was spring. And then each season, I'm going to be going over my schedule for that season of television, right? So season 1, the first episode was the spring schedule, and then this one, of course, is the summer schedule. So that's what I'm going with here. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys like that. Hope you guys, rock with me on this one. So yeah, so that's what's happening. And then, of course, with the new season, a few changes I'm making here. I'm also adding another segment talking about my a notable episode and a notable performance from this week in television. So that's another segment added in this one. And then, of course, you can see the new logo, new intro. There's also a new channel banner corresponding with this season in television. Yeah, so there's just a lot of I think I made a change to the overlay, too, as well. So just a lot of good, changes, keeping it fresh, keeping it new to go with this kind of new season of Let's Talk Television. So, yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in here live and also after the episode airs. Just to remind you guys, all the news that I'm talking about, the news articles or the websites, will be posted in the description after the video is published, after the live stream is over, but during the live stream the articles will not be in the description. And also the live chat is different than the post chat, so if you put a question in the live chat, it will not go on the chat, the comments in the video, and same goes, vice versa. Obviously, if you make a comment on the video, I'm not going to reply right away, as the video is going. So, just want to get those things out there, but, other than that, I think that's just about it. I'm really excited for this Let's Talk Television, what I'm doing with this series and where I can take it from here, doing a season 2 now. So I'm just really, really pumped about this, and I really like, the direction that I'm taking with this. So hope you guys like it too. Like I said, so it's up to you guys, ultimately. But really, really happy with what I'm able to do here with this series. So, anyways, guys, let's get into this one. So this is kind of a packed episode this week. We had a lot of stuff happen. I also would like to talk a little bit about some news about Better Call Saul, but I do recognize that it doesn't really fit. Like, I just have way too much stuff in this episode, so I might post that article in the description if you're interested to read it, because I just don't think I'll have enough time to talk about it. I want to keep these episodes somewhere in between 30 minutes and 50 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty big range, I know, but, somewhere in between there, and I think if I talk about this is pretty big news. So I just won't be able to do that. So I think I'll put the article in the description for you guys if you want to read that, if you're interested in the news. All right, so let's get into the episode here. So, topic is the expectations for the upcoming summer television season. So, again, this is kind of a nod to episode 1, right, where I did the spring schedule, and now I'll be doing my summer schedule for this year. So, I'm really pumped about this summer. Honestly, so I'm going to go over my schedule here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I have 11 shows, that I have premiere dates for, and then I'll talk a little bit about what we can see in this season, what I'm looking forward to with this show, why maybe if you don't watch it, why you should watch it, right? I think all of these I'm going to have a review for, whether it's week to week or I just do the series premiere and the finale, whatever, but I think I'm definitely going to have something on the channel for each of these. So I honestly think this summer's going to be good. A couple shows were canceled that I usually kind of tune into. Zoo on CBS was canceled, and then also Scandal. I think Scandal sometimes comes back in the summer. They kind of change the seasons a little bit, and now Scandal's over. So those are kind of two shows that I usually tune into during the summer that are not going to be on anymore. Zoo was canceled, of course, and Scandal's finished up. They're done. So and I do regret never making a review or putting a video out for Scandal on the channel. I was watching. I got carried away with a lot of other reviews at the time, and I just never had time to put it out. So do apologize for that, any fans of Scandal, any people who watch that, but anyways, so one of these shows has passed, and one of these shows I think is airing right now. I think it's Monday evening here. That's another thing I want to say. These episodes will continue to be on Saturday, but this weekend I was putting everything together to get this, the logos, the art, and all this stuff ready for this season. So that's why this is on a Monday evening. But anyways, I'm going to go for Saturdays. But the one is airing right now, and then the one is already aired, and I've already put out a review for it, which is Yellowstone. So, overall, really, really promising summer TV schedule. I got, I think, 1, 2, 3. I think I have 3 new shows on here. There's not a lot of great new series that are coming out. In my opinion, at least that I've kind of found. Now, maybe you might have a couple that I'm, not aware of, so please let me know. But to me, I think that, yeah, so I have 3 on here, I think, of new shows. But other than those 3, I'm not really seeing anything big coming out. So, is what it is. And I also don't have any TV movies. I think for the spring one I had a couple there. Paterno was one of them. And it doesn't look like there's any big summer ones this year either. So anyways, last summer I was really happy with what we got. That's sort of when I started my channel, actually. So the reviews for that, Ozark, Suits, Zoo, Salvation, what else was there? I guess, would they put The Sinner? Yeah, The Sinner was the summer as well. So, 5 good shows there, and they're all back except for Zoo, right? So that's, that's a good thing. So, anyways, let me get into my schedule now. So first, June 20th, of course, this already passed. This was last Wednesday, but we got the premiere of Yellowstone on Paramount Network, okay? So, Yellowstone is a drama series that follows the Dutton family, led by patriarch John Dutton. The Duttons control the largest continuous ranch in the U.S. and must contend with constant attacks by land developers, clashes with an Indian reservation, and conflict with America's first national park. Academy Award winner Kevin Costner stars in Yellowstone, and it is written by Taylor Sheridan, who has been involved with Hell or High Water and Sicario. So, honestly, I think all the stuff that I have to say, I said in the review. So that's pretty much, I'm not really, sorry, I'm not going to say much now about it. Like I said, I pretty much said all the things that I wanted to in the review. So please go check that out if you watch the show or you haven't. I don't really talk any spoilers. So if you want to go watch the review, maybe I'll, push you to watch it. I don't know. Overall, to me, it was what I expected, but that's about it. It wasn't really, over and above, but it wasn't bad. It was kind of like, I went into it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm expecting some really good visuals. I'm expecting some great performances by Kevin Costner. Luke Grimes, I thought, in the premiere at least, did a fabulous job. I thought he gave a great performance. I mean, that was basically my expectation of the show. I thought it'd be kind of interesting. So it didn't really meet... it met the expectation, but it didn't really go higher than that. But anyways, again, I shared a lot of my thoughts in that review. So if you want to hear any of those thoughts, go check that out. But this one, I honestly like Paramount Network. They have another show coming out this summer, I believe. So Yellowstone and this other show, Paramount Network is making some good moves here. Now, are they close to network television or an AMC? Probably not, right? But, in a couple of years, maybe they will be, right? Yellowstone's a really good kind of starting piece, a starting block for Paramount. And I think they really, have a great future ahead of them. So, really, got to give credit to them for kind of picking up Yellowstone, giving it to Taylor Sheridan, and just letting him work with it, right? And in that review, I kept saying Taylor Sheridan, and I said she. I honestly have no idea why I said that. I was watching the review back, and I'm like, why am I saying she? So anyways, if you've seen the review, if you go and watch it, I apologize for that. I honestly do not know why I was saying she. I must have mixed up, an actor's name, or an actress's name, and I don't know. But anyways, Taylor Sheridan, great job again with that show. So anyways, June 25th, which is today, right? It's airing right now, is Salvation Season 2 premiere on CBS. So, after a nuclear incident, the secret of the asteroid becomes public, setting the world on a dangerous course. Darius, Grace, Liam, and Harris must adapt to new roles in an ever-shifting landscape of fear and civil unrest. So, first season was surprising to me, and I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I really like the concept. I think the concept they're rolling with kind of saves them at times, because I feel like the acting, now these four, the four main characters, who do we have here? We have Jennifer Finnegan. We have, this is Ian Anthony Dale. We have, I don't know if I'm going to remember them all. Charlie Rowe is Liam, and then who is Darius? Anyways, the actor who plays Darius does a great job. So those four are really good. But the other actors in the show are kind of iffy at times. The writing kind of doesn't make sense. It's a typical CBS kind of summer drama, right? The concept is, this is kind of what Zoo had too. The main actors are pretty good. Writing's kind of off at times, but the concept saves them. And kind of Zoo, the concept kind of just ran out, and that's why it was canceled. But this one I really think has a chance to really, last a long time, or at least last longer than Zoo, which had 3 seasons. So it's going to be interesting, though. I kind of have high expectations going into this second season of Salvation, just because of how surprised I was with season 1. So we're gonna have to see if it meets it. I think the premiere tonight, which I'm obviously gonna watch now after. I think I did record it. So the premiere tonight is going to mean a lot to me, at least. I'm not sure if, maybe other viewers feel the same way. But if this premiere isn't the best, I don't know. I don't know the future of the show, right? I'm not sure. But hopefully, I have my faith that it will be good. And I think the second season is going to be, this is the type of TV where you kind of have to turn your brain off and just watch it. CBS is kind of like that at times. The writing doesn't make a lot of sense. Sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes, things just don't really add up. you can kind of find some errors, you know, here and there with CBS. But honestly, I really like the show. Again, I feel like it would be better if it wasn't on network TV. But is what it is. It's on CBS. Yeah, so that's just kind of a fun summer show to watch with some great performances by the main cast there. So looking forward to that one. Then we have a little bit of a gap here. So we have June 25th, and then we have July 8th, which is the Sharp Objects series premiere. Now, I'm not... Okay, yeah, so it will be an 8-episode mini-series. So it's not going to be... Now, I don't know. Like, they say this for every show. Like, there's so many shows now that are... They were supposed to be like, oh, limited series, a mini-series. And then they get another season because they're so popular and they made so much money. So, I don't know. Like, I never trust these things that say it's a mini-series or it's a limited-time series because it just never ends up being true these days because of how, you know, popular the shows get. But anyways, so this is the one with Amy Adams coming to HBO called Sharp Objects. So the description reads, reporter Camille Preaker, is it Peaker? I think it's Preaker, returns to her hometown to cover the murders of two preteen girls. Camille finds herself identifying with the young victims while trying to solve a psychological puzzle from her past. Amy Adams stars as Camille Preaker in the series based off of the novel by the same name, and it will be an 8-episode miniseries. So this is going to be interesting. I expect some high-quality production here from HBO, as always. I expect a great performance by Amy Adams, kind of switching over to TV here. And yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, that's kind of what I expect. I don't think I'm gonna like love this show. I don't know. It seems like kind of a fun, or not a fun, but kind of like a a very interesting show, but I'm not sure where they're going to take it and whatever. They haven't released a lot of details. I couldn't find a trailer when I was searching for it. Maybe I just didn't search hard enough. I don't know, but I couldn't find a trailer for it yet. But anyways, July 8th, that one is coming out on HBO, so I'm guessing it'll just run for 8 weeks, and then it'll be over. So by September, the show will be done. So that's going to be an interesting one. Honestly, I would say that's kind of like an X factor right now for me, because I'm really not sure if it's going to do really well or it's going to be kind of bad. So for me, but it's HBO. Like, you know, how could it ever be bad? But anyway, so we'll have to see. Then we have quite a jump again. We have, well, it's only 10 days. So then we have July 18th, which is the Suits Season 8 premiere on USA. So this is probably my most anticipated show on the schedule, just because of Season 7. Like, so following the second half of Season 7 with Mike and Rachel's departure, Katherine Heigl, which is also very controversial that she was put on the show. A lot of Suits fans not happy with this one. So she joins the cast this season, and it should be a refreshing season for the show, but still recognizable, right? You still have Gabriel Macht, you still have Rick Hoffman, and Sarah Rafferty sticking around, kind of the three main actors and actresses. So it should be interesting where they decide to take the show from here, right? And then you also have is it Dual Hill? Dual Hill is also the new guy. I forget his name in the show. What? Oh, Alex. Alex is the name in the show. So, you know, if you're a Suits fan, you're going into Season 8. I heard some people said they stopped watching at Season 7. I'm going to be honest here, and I really hate to admit this, but I have not seen the finale for Season 7. And I honestly do not understand why I haven't yet. I'm so behind on so many shows that I just haven't gotten around to it. So I've watched up to there, the second half of Season 7, and I still haven't seen Mike and Rachel's kind of departure and the finale. So, because of that, I'm not exactly sure what, you know, going into this, what to expect. I think Katherine Heigl's going to be good, though. Honestly, like, some people are talking, like, trash to her and saying how she shouldn't be on the show and whatever. But I think she's going to be good. I think this is good for Suits as well. After 7 years of kind of the same thing. Yeah, you know, Mike went to prison, so that was a little bit of a switch up in Season 5. But essentially 7 years of the same thing. I think this season's going to be telling. Now, if this season does well for the show, and maybe this is kind of reboots the show, I think you get 10 seasons of Suits, which I would love. I really love this show. But if it doesn't do well, I could see USA honestly canceling it after this season. So they were pretty quick to renew Season 8, though. So I don't know. Like, it's a pretty big show on USA in the summertime, and I guess the fall, right? Or no, the winter. It comes back in January usually. January, February, I think. So, anyways. is what it is, but it should be very interesting. This is my most anticipated one because I just want to see what they're going to do with the show and how they're going to spin this, right? So it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, Gabriel Mock, Rick Hoffman, Sarah Rafferty, recognizable names and faces still within the show. So it's not like, everyone's leaving and we're starting over. It's definitely still recognizable. But Patrick J. Adams and Meghan Markle, pretty big losses there. Of course, Meghan Markle going off with Prince Harry there. She got married already. And then, Patrick J. Adams kind of moving on with his career. Now, I don't know. Do I want to talk about this? Okay, I'll quickly just talk about this because I'm, kind of a big Suits fan. So Patrick J. Adams, this whole thing was kind of weird because he's been like a huge part in the show. Him and Gabriel Mock have been the stars of the show ever since episode 1. Patrick J. Adams, I think, has directed like I think he's like up to like maybe even 8 episodes that he's directed over the years. So he's been a big part in the show. Is he a producer too? I'm not sure. He actually might be an executive producer of the show as well. I think Gabriel Mock is for sure. But anyways, so he was hugely involved with the show. I just really feel like Meghan Markle, like, she had to leave because she's, a princess now. Is that right? She's a princess? I don't know. Anyway, she went off and married Prince Harry. So she's gone, but I really feel like Patrick J. Adams' departure was really linked with hers. Like, if she didn't leave, I don't think he leaves, right? Because with the story to make sense, you kind of need both of them to leave, unless you're going to upset a lot of fans out there with what has been building for 7 years, right? And have them separate and then one of them leave. Like, that just wouldn't work for the story. So I feel like Patrick J. Adams cared enough about the story in the show that he decided, okay, I'm going to step away from this because it makes sense for the story and it's the better of the show if I step away because Megan's stepping away, and I'm going to move on with my career. So, really kudos to Patrick J. Adams. I really honestly see him doing some directing stuff. The episodes he directed are like some of the best episodes of the series. Like, they're really good. I could really see him going into some directing stuff, some more acting, maybe even some movies. Like, he's been kind of tied down with Suits for the last 7 years. They basically do 2 seasons a year. They do 10 episodes and then 6 episodes, but they're basically a season each. So, he's been tied down, and I think now he's going to have that freedom finally to do other projects and work with other things. So I'm really happy for him. Honestly, I'm sad as a Suits fan, but I'm really happy for Patrick J. Adams. And of course, Meghan Markle, I guess her acting career is dead, right? Like, I don't think she's going to be, in anything else. But anyways, and there's also been rumblings that, like, Patrick J. Adams already makes a guest appearance within the first half of season 8. So, we'll probably see him. We're not, like, never going to see him again or anything. But anyways, next one is July 25th. This one is also a very highly anticipated one for me. It's called Castle Rock, the series premiere on Hulu. So this one's very interesting. I mean, if you saw it, if you liked it, which pretty much everyone did, if you like it, you like Mr. Mercedes, I'm going to talk about a little bit in a few minutes. What else? I mean, Under the Dome, any basically Stephen King adaptation that has been made in the past few years. I think you're going to love this show, but I'm honestly still kind of, I'm just really looking forward to it. So, Castle Rock will combine the mythological scale and intimate character storytelling of Stephen King's best-loved works, weaving an epic saga of darkness and light played out on a few square miles of Maine woodland. Starring Andre Holland, Bill Skarsgård, Scott Glenn, and Melanie Linsky, and executive produced by J.J. Abrams. So that tells you something right there, right? And I think Stephen King is obviously a consultant. I'm not sure if he's an executive producer, but he is. Obviously, he would probably be a consultant for this because it's based on his stuff. So Hulu rocking with this new series. Hulu's been doing some good things. Handmaid's Tale is obviously their biggest thing, and honestly, I could see this one being big too. So Bill Skarsgård, there's going to be a lot of Pennywise stuff, right? Because he's in the show. So it's actually really cool that they got the same actor who plays Pennywise in It, the movie, to come on for this TV show and play the same role. So it's just a really cool thing here. Andre Holland, I've also seen him in some other stuff too. He's a really good actor. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm not sure exactly what to expect. The trailers just look really freaking creepy. Really, some good horror, right? Like that's what it looks like. It doesn't, but from the trailers, you can't really tell like a storyline, who the characters are going to be, and stuff like this. So, obviously, it's kind of a culmination of a bunch of things put together. So we're going to see how it is. I'm not sure, what to expect, but I'm really looking forward to it. I love Stephen King's works. Under the Dome, I loved. I loved. And yeah, so I mean, like, what's not to love about this? It sounds really good, and we're gonna have to see. So it's gonna be interesting. Like Bill Skarsgård, Andre Holland on television. Like, it's gonna be really cool, and I think it's gonna be more like an HBO more than kind of like a what am I trying to get out here? Like more than an AMC. You know what I mean? Like I think the quality is really going to be high with Hulu right now. So anyways, that is July 25th. Then we have August 1st, The Sinner Season 2 premiere on USA. So this one kind of came out of left field for me. Like honestly, we finished Season 1. And then I'm like, okay, well, that was a good series. Again, this is where it happens. Limited series. Like, no, it's really not, because now we're getting Season 2, right? So that one really, I really did not expect to get a Season 2, right? But honestly, like, how could you not get a Season 2? You know what I mean? Like, Season 1 did so well. Jessica Biel, I'm telling you, like, I know that some other, actresses put in some good performances, and maybe I haven't seen. Maybe I haven't seen their performances, and maybe then, okay, I can't talk about their performances. But I really do not understand how Jessica Biel does not win an Emmy for The Sinner. I can't. Like, even though I know maybe I haven't seen other performances. I know, is it Big Little Lies? Big Little Lies, someone from there will probably win, like Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. But Jessica Biel deserves it. Like, I don't know. Again, I haven't seen those, so maybe I can't talk about it. But her performance in The Sinner Season 1 was unreal. Like, it was one of the best performances I've seen on television. And I've seen a lot of television shows. So honestly, I don't understand how she doesn't win an Emmy. But anyways, let's get back to talking about Season 2. In the second season, Ambrose travels to his hometown. Bill Pullman, by the way, is coming back for this one. Travels to his hometown in rural New York to investigate the case of an 11-year-old boy who claims to have killed his parents but has no motive. And then we get in the trailer here where it says, everyone knows who, nobody knows why. So this is kind of the same theme holding true for this season, right? That was the same thing for Season 1. We all knew that Jessica Biel's character did it, right? We know that she killed the guy on the beach, but nobody knew why she did it. And that's exactly what's going to be happening with this season. Carrie Coon and Tracy Letts coming on board for this season. So that's a really big positive. Tracy Letts is a funny guy. I saw him on Divorce on HBO. Yeah, I really like him. Like, I think he's a funny guy. Carrie Coon, I've also seen her, in a couple things. So really great, actor and actress to add to the season this year. And Bill Pullman's coming back and, portraying Harry Ambrose. So sounds like a really, really intriguing story. It's going to be dark again this season, guys. It's going to be kind of twisted, psychological thriller type of stuff here. But I think it's going to be awesome. I think Bill Pullman, I think he's going to give a good performance this season. At times in Season 1, I wasn't a fan of kind of his approach to the character. But I think in this season, he's really going to kind of hold that up and do well with it. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I did not expect it, but August 1st, I will be very happy to see The Sinner again, on USA. And again, I mean, like, obviously, I think if any of us were the head of USA, I don't think any of us are going to be like, oh yeah, no, screw that, we're leaving it as a limited time series. Like, no, you're going to pick it up for Season 2 after, it did so well. It was a #1 cable show, I think, of last year. Was it last year or just the summer of last year? I don't know. But it was like the #1 cable show, or at least like top 5 of the year. So like, how do you not renew that, right? So anyways, gonna be very interesting there. Okay. So I'm just gonna check the live chat here and see if we have anything going here. Okay, good. All right. All right. I just want to keep up because I don't want to, someone to talk about a show that I talked about and then I miss it and whatever. So, anyways, again, if you're just watching live, keep, put some comments, questions in there, and then I'll get to them as we go. So, August 6th, then, the next one is Better Call Saul, Season 4 premiere. So, this one on AMC. Wow. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, this is delayed. They usually come back in April, so we're on a little bit of a delay here. But ultimately, I think that's kind of good news. I think this gives them more time to kind of be able to run with it. I'm hearing some really great things about Season 4. I talked earlier about an article that I saw, some news about Vince Gilligan and some other producers saying how this season is the best season that they've ever made. And I truly believe it. I think this one's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be like the most like Breaking Bad that we've seen yet. It's going to be awesome. So, really looking forward to this one at AMC. And the description is, Chuck's death catalyzes Jimmy McGill's transformation into Saul Goodman. In the wake of his loss, Jimmy takes steps into the criminal world that will put his future as a lawyer and his relationship with Kim in jeopardy. Chuck's death deeply affects former colleagues Howard and Kim as well, putting the two of them once again on opposite sides of a battle sparked by the brothers McGill. I love that. As for Mike, he takes a more active role as Madrigal's Electromotive newest. Madrigal's Electromotive's newest and most thorough security consultant. So we know he's a little bit more than a security consultant, of course. But yeah. So this also confirms that Chuck is dead, right? We weren't sure. They kind of left off on a cliffhanger season 3, but now they just come out and they've confirmed that Chuck he died in the house fire. So, which I think we could all see that. Like, I think we all knew that he died. But yeah, so anyways, he is dead, and that's obviously going to spark a lot of stuff in this season. That's going to guide Jimmy, that's going to guide Kim. Like, all these characters are going to be pushed. Maybe not Mike, but, all these characters are going to be pushed from this event of Chuck's death, affecting a lot of characters. So that one's very interesting. I'm really looking forward to that one. August 6th, Monday it is. I think it's at 10 p.m. Is it 10 p.m.? Maybe 9. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. It's either 9 or 10 on AMC. All I know is that I'll be watching, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be the best season of Better Call Saul yet. Obviously, there was some criticism for last season. Some people saying it wasn't as good, but honestly, season 4, I don't think, don't miss it. Don't miss the premiere. I think it's going to be really, really good. So, then we have August 12th, Get Shorty, season 2 premiere on Epix. So, this one was a surprising first season. Now, again, I'm going to be honest, I'm almost always honest, about, shows and everything. But, anyways, I've only seen the first 3 episodes of season 1. So that was, yeah, so I got to get caught up on that. But the premiere for season 1 and the first 2 episodes were like free, I think, to watch. Like, Epix did a really great job with this. Now, The Terror did it. AMC with The Terror did an awful job at this, and Epix did a great job at this. Maybe I'll talk about that in a different video. I'm not going to talk about it now because I have a lot of thoughts on that, and it's going to take forever. But I'm just going to say that Epix did a great job with balancing online release along with television release, how the viewers could get the episodes. They did a great job. AMC with The Terror, I'll tell anyone that they probably did the worst job that I've ever seen of marketing and broadcasting that show, and it was such a good show. Like, that was really the only negative part of the whole show or the whole series. So, anyways, Get Shorty Season 2. Now in a dark place, Miles works on a new project while anxiously awaiting the first cut of The Admiral's Mistress. Rick, leading a double life, comforts Amara when business goes south. Yeah, so I guess that's the description of season 2 right now. I kind of just searched up for season 2 descriptions and stuff, so this is what I got. That actually might be season 2, episode 1, the season 2 premiere. That actually might be the description for that episode. But yeah, so the first season was surprisingly fresh with some really good comedy. Like, I honestly was laughing pretty hard at the episodes, that I watch. So I really, really want to get caught up, and it should be interesting to see a second season of this. Chris O'Dowd, right? I think that's how you say his name. Chris O'Dowd is the star of this one. And he does an amazing job. Like, he's a really funny guy. So I'm really looking forward to this now. It's kind of an underrated show. Not a lot of people are kind of heard of it or are into it. but I'm honestly looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really great. It's going to be funny. It's going to be the same type of stuff from season 1, which I liked. So, really, really good. And if you haven't seen it, like, check out the season 1 premiere, the pilot. Like, it's honestly impressive. I did a review for the premiere last year on the channel. So if you go and watch the premiere, you can go on the channel and watch the review for it. I think it's kind of like, I think it's a short video. I think it's about like 15-minute review where I just give my thoughts, and I'm just really impressed by it. Like, I think you can see it in that video. Like, I was really surprised because it didn't sound like something that good. But Chris O'Dowd, man, like he's really funny. So, anyways, check it out. It's kind of a kind of a dramedy, like it's a drama comedy sort of thing. With a lot more, like it's a lot more elaborate than a dramedy, but anyways, go check it out if you haven't already. August 22nd, so we're nearing the end of summer here. We have Mr. Mercedes season 2 premiere on Audience Network. So this is I think this is just the description of the show. So it tells the story of a psychopathic killer who drives a stolen Mercedes into a crowd and a recently retired detective who tries to bring him down, based on Stephen King's novel. So this is what I said that I talk about later. Season 1 was very underrated. Again, I haven't seen the full season 1, but I was really impressed with the first few episodes of season 1. I just felt like it kind of got a little dull after the first couple episodes. And that's my opinion. I've heard the finale is like really, really crazy. So I do want to get caught up with that. See, like, I have so many shows to get caught up on. Like, it's insane. But anyways, I love watching them. So, it's nothing bad. But yeah, so season 1 I just found like got a little bit of dull after the first couple episodes where like you were introduced to this. It was really interesting, kind of gripping, and then all of a sudden it kind of went downhill from there. So anyways, Audience Network has a great one here. I really like any kind of work that Stephen King does, any adaptation. Is always welcomed for me. So I'm really looking forward to what season 2 has to offer here. August 22nd it should be out. I'm not sure if this means that the whole season will be coming out on August 22nd or just the first episode of season 2. I'm not sure. Obviously I think when it gets closer to, we'll get more information about this. And again, I wasn't that familiar with the release of season 1, how that went. So anyways, really want to check that out, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Then we have August 31st to wrap things up here, Ozark, Season 2 premiere on Netflix. So, after a great first season, what will be in store for the second one, right? We had a great cliffhanger at the end of last season, and I'm really looking forward to more Jason Bateman and Laura Linney. Great performances by the both of them in season 1. And yeah, so this was the first series I reviewed on the channel last year in the summer, and now I'll be reviewing it again this year. So really looking forward to season 2. I think it's going to be more of the same. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to get a little bit more intense in season 2. That's one thing that I'll be looking for. But yeah, Netflix, really great job with this series. Jason Bateman doing an amazing job. I think he directs 3 episodes in season 1. I'm not sure how many in season 2, but we'll have to see. But yeah, really great job with this show, and I'm really looking forward to it. So season 2 coming on August 31st, which is a little bit later than last year. Last year they had like early July release. So yeah, at the end of summer here, we got Ozark. So that's it for now for my schedule. Please let me know what your schedule looks like and what shows you are kind of most looking forward to for this summer, and what your expectations are overall of the season. Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think you're going to be disappointed with it? What do you think right now? So love to hear what you guys think, and love to see a schedule for you guys, maybe some shows that I don't have here. So anyways, yeah, that's it for now. Of course, we'll probably have a review for every single one of these on the channel, whether it's week to week or just series premieres. I will definitely have a review for all of them. So really looking forward to this summer, guys. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So anyways, that'll just about do it for the schedule here. Okay, so the episodes, I said it, this episode is going to be jam-packed. So anyways, I'm going to try to get the other segments off pretty quickly here, so we kind of wrap up this episode. But yeah, really looking forward to this summer TV. I think it's going to be awesome. And even if you don't watch some of the shows that I mentioned, like, I mean, there's so many shows out there coming out this summer, and I think it's going to be really good. So, anyways, guys, that's just the main topic of the discussion. That just about finishes it up, and now I'll get to something I like and something I don't like. So, something I like from this week in television, AMC renews The Terror for Season 2, set in World War II Japanese internment camp. This one's from TV Line. Again, the articles will be posted after the video is published, but not, during the live episode. Alright, so, this is surprising news, but again, not really, right? It's a limited time series. We're told, only 10 episodes. Oh, well, the series just did really well, and they're probably going to win some Emmys, when their turn comes around. Okay, no, we're going to go with Season 2. Like, really, but anyways. So they get a Season 2. I'm a little bit surprised by this, but I'm really happy. So The Terror will hit close to home next season. AMC has renewed the horror anthology for a second season, with Season 2 partially set in a Japanese-American internment camp during World War II. The season will revolve around an uncanny specter that menaces a Japanese-American community from its home in Southern California to the internment camps to the war in the Pacific. So, I guess that's all in like quotations. So I don't know if maybe that's like the showrunner saying that. I don't know. But anyway, series co-creator Alexander Wu will serve as showrunner, with co-creator Max Berenstein serving as executive producer. Season 2 will consist of 10 episodes and is slated to debut in 2019. So really good news here. Honestly, like, The Terror Season 1 was really great. Best series that I've seen so far this year. I don't even know if it will be topped. Like, it was really, really good. Some really good performances all around. Jared Harris did an amazing job. Standout performance there. But really happy to hear this. Like, I think it's going to be awesome. I think, obviously it's going to be an anthology series, right? So we're not going to see the same characters, the same actors return for this second season. But I think it's going to be awesome. Like, I really think they have a great potential with these type of stories and all this stuff. So really, really great. I'm really looking forward to it. And AMC has been, except for the release and the way they kind of broadcasted the show, they've been smart with this series. They know when they have a good one, and now they're riding with it, right? So kudos to AMC with recognizing, what they have here and, being able to renew it and stuff like that. So really great stuff there. And again, that's pretty much all I got to say on that one. So we have, again, something I like. Roseanne spinoff, The Conners, picked up by ABC with no Roseanne Barr involvement. So this one's from Deadline Hollywood, and this was big news. Like, this was pretty big news this week. So it's official. ABC has given ABC has given a 10-episode series order to The Conners, a spinoff of Roseanne for fall 2018. The spinoff will take over the Tuesday 8 p.m. slot on the ABC schedule that was vacated when Roseanne was suddenly canceled following a controversial tweet by star and executive producer Roseanne Barr. Barr will have no financial or creative involvement in the new series after reaching a settlement with series producer Tom Werner. I can't even imagine how much that settlement was for Roseanne Barr. She didn't have to work another series or, play another character for the rest of her life before the before the reboot. And now, like, I don't know. She has too much money, honestly. But anyways, The Conners will feature the rest of the Roseanne revival cast: John Goodman, Laurie Metcalf, Sarah Gilbert, Lacey Goranson, and Michael Fishman, who will reprise their Connor characters. It is unclear how exactly Barr's character will be written/killed off, but ABC describes it as a sudden turn of events. So, there's a lot to this article on Deadline Hollywood, so again, if you want to go check it out, there's a lot more information, but this is just kind of the basics of what they said. But this is great news. I mean, I do like this. I kind of shared my thoughts on this. I think it was it 2 episodes ago? I think it was maybe two episodes ago, where I shared my thoughts on the whole Roseanne thing and how it was canceled by ABC. And I kind of blamed them because I said, well, obviously, I'm not taking away from Roseanne Barr's tweet and the magnitude of that tweet and her actions. I'm not taking away from that. I want to make that clear. I'm not, not recognizing the magnitude. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that was okay at all in any way, shape, or form. But what I'm saying is ABC. I mean, you know that she's controversial. you know that she does kind of stuff like that, like Twitter, like, you know, that's the type of person she kind of is. Now, again, I'm not trying to defend her here. I'm just saying that's kind of the type of person that she is. And, you know, a history has shown that, right? So you're ABC, you're picking up Roseanne. You know that that's going to happen. And in my opinion, I think they not only knew it, but they kind of used it, right? They used this reboot, and they knew that it was going to be controversial, but they were using this controversy to get popularity and views and money, right? So then, you know, something happens with Roseanne, and then they make a sudden change like this, cancel the show right away, and it's like, well, you're the one, you know, you're the guys who picked it up, right? Like, I don't know, that's my only judgment with what happened with Roseanne Barr and ABC and the whole Roseanne cancellation. Now, of course, the blame relies on Roseanne. I really don't think it's ABC's fault, but I am just saying that I think we should recognize that or point that out, that ABC knew that this kind of stuff could happen. So them picking up in the first place maybe wasn't even the right decision, right? That's my opinion there. Coming from a person who doesn't regularly watch the Roseanne, I watched the premiere of the reboot and that's it. So, you know, that aside, that's my opinion. But anyways, this is great news. I feel like the cast really deserved this, especially John Goodman. You know, he's a really great actor, and you know, I really feel for him in this case where Roseanne, the reboot's canceled. I really think that, you know, returning for this one's going to be good for John Goodman. I think it's just really good for the whole cast. I think it was totally unfair to them. I think some people, you know, blaming ABC, they're like, well, you're taking, you know, these actors and these cast out of their jobs. Well, no, Roseanne Barr did that when she made the tweet and, you know, went about her actions, right? So that's, again, I mean, Roseanne is to blame, Roseanne Barr is to blame, but ABC, should you have picked it up to begin with when you knew that she was this kind of person? That's my, that's my stance on that. So, anyways, that'll just about wrap it up. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that ABC was able to do this. It's just kind of the smart move on their part. Like, Roseanne is canceled now. They needed something to fill this spot. And, like, they needed something really fast to fill the spot, too. So why not just make a reboot? Like, it's just a smart decision by ABC to do this. So, you know, I don't think they deserve a lot of credit for doing this. Like, it's just kind of the smart decision to make. And they made it. So, yeah, you know what? You know, I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's still going to be very popular, still very, you know, it's going to make a lot of money for ABC and a lot of the cast. So, really good job here. The Connors coming out this fall. So, that's some good news there. So, something I like there. So, we have two something I likes, right? So, that's that'll be it. So, now I'll just quickly touch on some notable performances and notable episode from this week. This is one of the new segments coming this season. So, notable episode this week. Succession, Season 1, Episode 3, Lifeboats. Let me tell you, I mean, Episode 1, after Episode 1, I was impressed, but I wasn't, like, blown away. You know what I mean? And in this episode, especially Episode 3, I'm sold on this show. You know, after Episode 1, I was like, okay, it kind of looks decent. I think even my review, I said, like, this is decent. I'll probably watch the next couple episodes and whatever. But I'm honestly really about this show. After Episode 3, I thought it was a really, really good episode. Episode 2 is pretty good, too. So I just want to mention that from this being in television. That is my notable episode, Episode 3, called Lifeboats. If you're not checking out Succession, I really, really urge you to check out at least the premiere. My review for that is on the channel as well if you want to go watch that afterwards. I really suggest Succession. I think it's a really good show. Notable performance from this week is Kevin Costner. I had to give it to him for Yellowstone Season 1, Episode 1, Daybreak. Again, I have my premiere review for that one also on the channel. Kevin Costner, like, he did an amazing job in this episode. I think I talk about it in the review. So if you want to hear more about my opinions of that, you can watch the review. And I really suggest this show as well. It's really good. I think I'm going to stick with it for a couple episodes and then see where it's at then. But yeah, as of right now, I really like it, and Kevin Costner gave an amazing performance. So he kind of gets the performance of the week nod from me in Yellowstone. So there you go. That'll just about do it for the episode here. We'll just go over to the live chat and see if anyone has made any comments. Yeah, YouTube still hasn't done this thing. Like, they have this thing where they have a live chat and a top chat, but for me, at least on mine, like, they aren't synced up or anything, so I can't, like, view both at the same time. But anyways, it's a little bit confusing. I'm not totally familiar with it all, but anyways, it looks like we don't have anything from the live chat, and I totally recognize that. Like, I think it's kind of late here on Monday night. Yeah, pretty late on Monday night, so I totally understand that. But anyways, I do appreciate for those of you who have tuned into the live stream here, the live episode. Really do appreciate the support from you guys. Even if you don't leave comments and questions, you know, obviously I appreciate it. So, and for those who watch after too, I really do appreciate you as well. But anyways, that'll just about do it for episode 1 of season 2 of Let's Talk Television. Really look forward to this season. I will have a collaboration. I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after with a fellow YouTuber who does some TV shows, mainly horror TV shows. We're going to talk a little bit about The Walking Dead. So we're going to have a collab video for the next episode or the next one after that of Let's Talk Television. I'm also talking to an actress. I think it's either an actor or an actress. I haven't decided yet, but both of them I am talking to, and I'm hopefully talking to them about maybe an interview style thing for this season. So I'm really working on things for this season of Let's Talk Television. I think it's gonna be really awesome. So I'm hoping that works out. That would be really phenomenal if it does. But we'll have to see. So anyways, please stay tuned for this season of Let's Talk Television. I think it's gonna be awesome. We got 12 episodes in this one. Then we'll take another break, and then we'll get into the fall season. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This summer season looks really promising, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Talk Television. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. The growth has just been amazing. I think we're at 53,000 something video views, 135 subscribers, I think. So really appreciate it. The channel's growing a lot, and you know, I'd love to see it grow even more. This summer, I'm really looking to put a lot of videos, a lot of reviews out. So yeah, please stay tuned to the channel, and please keep supporting. I do really appreciate it. So anyways, again, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Talk Television, and I will see you next week's episode. See you guys.